Good evening, everybody. Bethany Limley here. This is an update on what I did today. It's 3:09 p.m. on Sunday, April 11th. So I like to tell the time and the date and stuff as much as possible. But anyway, today, so far today at 3:09 p.m., I have took 4,996 steps. But I have took up to 18,000 steps in one day. Um, but I went to bed after I did my YouTube video this morning. I went back to bed. I woke up around 12 or 12:30 this afternoon-ish, whatever you guys want to call it. And then I did lunch. I fixed a lunch. I also then lifted weights. I did some exercises like that. I also did wall push-ups as well. And then I started doing a journal entry, which I'm still working on. So that's other stuff I have been doing today since I woke up. I have as well played with my Tomcat Snowflake a little bit. And then I also called the Gathering Place and talked to Laura about some stuff. And then she's like, "What's that tapping noise?" Like, I don't know what you talk about. I didn't do anything tapping. And I was like, well, I want to be honest with you about something, and this is just what anyone in society, but directly told to stop this. But this is directly to society in general. Some of you guys don't know. Some of you guys might not know this, but the government, the police force, and stuff like that has been tapping people's phones. And honestly, I don't know why they're doing it, but it is happening. And Laura is not the first one who has noticed that. I have contacted my friend's family, Rachel's family, talked to her mom and dad. They have heard stuff similar like that, and they also like, "What was that noise?" I just heard Maine's voice over the call. I was like, "I don't know. You're the only one on the phone with that I'm on the phone with." I was like, my phone has probably been tapped because that's what the government is doing and the law enforcement is doing, so they can track every move that you make, what you do, what you spend your money on. It's all about government and police control. It's part of the New World Order. And then I talked to my case manager before on my phones. It's both of my phones, by the way. But one of my phones is not allowing me to send out text messages, and I really don't know why it's not allowing me to send out text messages, but I am able to make calls. I do know they're in the process of switching my phone over to a 5G tower, which I do not like that at all, but with the government phone, I don't have a choice. And then, top of that, when I was talking to Amanda on both my phones, like I talked to other people on both of my numbers when I'm able to, my case manager, she's like, "What was that noise?" Like, I just heard something in the background. I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the only one here, and my cat is the only one here. I don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, "I just seriously heard a tapping noise in your phone." I was like, "Well, maybe," like I said, like the government, the police, all those people are tapping people's cell phones. They are tapping Androids, iPhones. They are tapping phones like this, guys. And this is a government phone. This is my straight talk phone. So anything that's smartphone, they're hacking. They're hacking all the smart devices. They're hacking people's cameras. People, wake up. You guys really need to see what's happening. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad, guys. So I just want you guys to be aware if like you're on the phone with somebody and you're the only one around at the time talking to that person on the phone, and you hear like a tapping noise or like a growly noise or a deep voice or a Maine's voice, you've probably been tapped or you've been hacked or both. So it's really disturbing what's happening, but it's all part of the New World Order thing, and I just want you guys to be aware of. So if you guys hear any weird noises in your calls or whatever, just know you or the other person might have been tapped by the cops or the government. And same with hacking. Like, it might have been a hacker that got into your stuff. So you just guys gotta be very careful. Again, I just want to give you guys a heads up because this is happening. It's not just happening to me. Other people has also came forward about the same stuff with their phones. I have friends who came forward about it. That when they were on the phone with somebody else, the person they was on the phone with heard a tapping, cracking, growling, main type of noise. So I just want you guys to be aware there is some weird stuff happening, and I need you guys to be alert and understand what is happening right now because what is happening is very bad, very very bad for all of us Americans, especially the Christians. We are the first ones being targeted. So I just want you guys to be aware of what is happening. If you have any weird issues when you talk on the phone with somebody, with those noises, and sometimes, most of the time, you won't even know your phone's been tapped if someone brings something up to you. So, like, your phone could be tapped right now and you're not knowing it. So, you guys, just be careful because the world we're living in is a very, very dangerous world. The people who has power, they're more dangerous than anyone. That means police, the courts, the judges, the circuits, the government, child protective services. Those who have power are more dangerous than anyone. And most of them are clones made by the government. I just want you guys to be aware. Stay low. Don't go out unless you have to, and just keep everything on the low. Where you're at, what you're doing. Just really keep your personal on the low as much as possible. Which is another reason videos update stuff. Let people know I'm okay and everything like that, so people know I am okay. But that is part of the reason I don't do a lot of YouTube videos much, because I know what's happening. They can hack your laptop, they can hack your phones, they can hack your iPods, they can hack anything electronically. Your Alexa stuff they can hack, your smart TVs they can hack any of that stuff. So guys, please, please, please be careful. Stay on the low. Don't go out unless you have to for essentials because this world is really sick and it's messed up. You never know when you have someone next to you, let's say in an aisle or something, that is looking at you as a potential target. So just be careful. This is everywhere. It's not just the United States of America. It's everywhere. It's this whole world, guys. Please be careful. Stay low. Don't go out. If you go out alone, watch your back closely. And if you can help it, don't go out alone. Because there's things that's happening and the high government and the Illuminati, the deep state, that a lot of you guys were probably wretched. Your blood will run cold if you knew everything the government and the deep state Illuminati is doing. So guys, just be careful because you're not safe. No one's safe in this world. This world's no place for kids, guys. Do not have kids anymore because they will take your kids for no reason, just for profit. So just be careful and watch your back if you go out. If you walk, don't go out alone unless you have pepper spray or a taser or a pocket knife. And everything. Just be very careful if you go out alone. Don't go out without being armed if you are alone. Because this world is really bad. And I'm not talking about a handgun or a 9mm. Talk about basic stuff you're allowed to carry, like pepper spray, a taser, and a pocket knife. There is also some good options to have in case you're under attack. If someone tries to attack you, you can mace them, then tase their ass and knock their asses down. If they try to get back up, tase them again. And keep tasing them. Keep tasing them till you can find someone to get help from. So anyway, I just want you guys to be aware of what is really happening in our government and our world anymore. Just like I said, don't go out alone unless you absolutely have to. And if you do go out alone, well, walk or to walk your dogs, go armed. And another thing I want people to be aware of, they're talking about going to every place that has a registered handgun and kick their doors down to confiscate their guns. They're talking about this, and I got the information from one of my friends. So be very, very careful. Um, it's all part of the plan. Like I said, if you guys don't know anything about the artist Tom McDonald, he's a very good singer, and he talks about stuff I've been talking about on YouTube for years. Um, and I think you guys should look up this celebrity, Tom McDonald, I believe is his name. Let me look him up on Pandora. Just give me a second. Some of you guys might have heard of him, but he speaks on the real truth, guys. The real truth. And like I do, I've been doing this stuff for years, speaking on the truth. So this person right here, this artist, you should always look him up. It's Tom McDonald. Right here. He talks about all kinds of stuff that's happening as well. And he's speaking the truth because of what is happening, what I have witnessed, and what my friends have gone through and have witnessed. Just know the stuff we talk about and expose is the truth. Nothing more but the truth. And you guys just need to be careful. I've been talking about this. I've been talking and exposing the government, CPS, the courts, law enforcement for a while because people need to be alert what is happening around them because I don't want one of my loved ones get attacked or hurt or shot or killed by a cop. Same with the CPS worker. I don't want a loved one or someone I care about lose their kids or be attacked by a CPS worker like I was a few times. So I just really think people need to wake up and see what's going on around them and be safe because it's just going to get worse from here. People think things are bad now. Just wait. Just wait because there's a lot worse to come, guys. There's a lot worse to come. And I'm telling you guys, Christians, be ready. I know you guys going to say, oh, you're cussing some of your videos are not Christian. Well, that's not for you to judge. Christians cuss at times too. So don't ever judge a Christian just because they cuss out of aggravation or because someone gets, like, just messes with them so bad they cannot take it. So don't judge a Christian if they cuss because you know what? No one's perfect. Even Christians live with sin. And what matters is if you're a true believer and you try not to cuss. Like I personally, I really try not to cuss in my YouTube videos, but sometimes you just can't help it. Just point blank. Um, so I just want you guys to be wary of who you go around. I found out my old pastor, I found out he is part of the corruption. His brother was a chief. He also assisted kidnapping my kids. So be careful with your pastors, guys. Don't trust your preachers. Don't trust your pastors. Do not trust your youth leaders. You're like, oh, why not? Well, because you never know who they really are. You don't know if they're working for the police. Prime example of my situation. He doesn't work with the police, but his brother was a chief of police, and he assisted with kidnapping my kids for profit. So be careful. Do not trust people. Pastors, preachers, they can just turn their back on you just like that. And I just really want you guys to be aware because it's not good, guys. It's just going to get a lot worse. Not putting all the pastors down out there because there's some actually really good pastors out there who ain't going to assist in kidnapping your kids. But I just want you guys to just be very careful and wary of who you talk to, who you go around, what information you're giving to people. Yes, this is where we need to practice. If martial law happens again, we're gonna be in some deep. That's just saying, we're gonna be in some deep. And people need to be ready and practice now, not to give information out to people. We need to be prepared. We need to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and emotionally prepared for what is to come. People's like, oh, it can't get much worse than this, guys. Yes, it will, and it can. So I just really hope I have been able to reach out to some people and help them realize more stuff what's going on. Like I said, I typically try not to do a lot of videos. I pretty much stay off social media, but my YouTube account is a little bit different because this is how I'm going to reach out to people and warn them about what is happening. So guys, please be safe, be wary who you talk to, who's around you. If you go out alone, go armed. Not saying a gun, but like mace and a taser, stuff like that. Even when you go to the grocery store, watch your back, watch your sides, watch your front, watch your back. Just you never know who's going to look at you. Oh, look, he or she looks like a target. Let's target them. So just be careful because you never know. They even having undercover cops and people from the health departments, undercover workers to report to the government in grocery stores, guys. No joke. My case manager actually told me about this one. So just be careful. Be very careful. And if you can, try to do shopping online if you're able to. If you have a debit card, it's easy access. Um, so, guys, just be careful and please stay strong and be safe because this worst is going to get a lot worse. Love you guys. Bye.